We are going to have a talk back, and we're going to let the students get comfortable, and if you would like to stay for that and ask questions, this is part of Art Week. Feel free to stay for a few more minutes and ask the choreographers or students any questions you'd like. Thank you.
Okay, Christopher was one of my students when he was in his teens, when he was about their age. So he had been at Cambridge School of Weston. This is not working. So I'll just yell.
Test.
Oh, okay. Maybe I wasn't talking. Okay, so he went to Cambridge School of Weston. He went to Purchase, and in Purchase, I think it's second or third year, he auditioned and got into Ailey and performed with Alvin Ailey for approximately 5 years. And then he went out on his own and he began choreograph. He actually choreographed on the company, Ailey Company, a while ago, but he has choreographed in like South Africa, Japan, France, all around the world and all through the United States. So that's Christopher.
We were very, very happy to have him choreograph. It was an honor. Question?
My name's Fiona Connolly. I'm 14. I've been dancing for 10 years here. Some of us change like right there, like behind stage, because we just don't have time to run all the way back to the dressing room. And if you do have time, you're like running there and running back. Like you have no time to like sit and rest at all.
And Stella had a quick change, so she had 3 people changing her tonight for a Don Quixote piece.
The way I choreograph is really through improv, so that's probably why I don't really structure anything when we get in the studio and I don't come super prepared. And luckily these kids are open to improving and just moving, so they're very comfortable with that.
It's a really important skill to have when you're a dancer or an actor or any artist, or even in everyday life we improvise. So it's it should be a natural thing, and for them to just be able to open up to that is very important as well. So we love it, Gerald, for that.
The other day I did drop my hat.
She did in dress rehearsal. They just hang on to them really tight. Well, the company auditions as a whole, and then we really don't know what's going to happen. It just all unfolds slowly and develops, and as it's developing, we have ideas, and a lot of times in the past I've done a lot of political things and tried to make some statements and made stories out of those, but I think with the climate that we're in right now, we think we should just enjoy ourselves. So we just tried to put together a diverse show for you to enjoy today, and for us to celebrate our 15 years. Okay, well, it started out with, Adrian thinking she was going to do a disco number, and I was like, great, because a few years back when our building was caving in and we needed a new home, we had a fundraiser. It was called Staying Alive, and it was a disco night. So once we moved into our new space, we felt like we actually stayed alive, and the disco was more apropos, but Adrian probably had a different reason for doing it than in what was in my head. Right, Adrian?
One of the things that I want to do, especially with movement and especially with students, is that you want to give them vocabulary, because vocabulary and movement is the same thing as vocabulary and language. You can get them to, lift their leg and twirl around 5 times, but can you get them? Which is within the framework of what is being done in dance today. You have to have that range.
Is that you, Diane, up there?
Me.
Who?
Yeah, it's me. So I just wanted to say this. So the
Diane Walker, by the way, Boston tap dance legend.
those kids, I mean, the whole afternoon has been fabulous. We just now you guys can hear me, right? So the whole afternoon was fabulous because these kids are just fabulous, and I really enjoyed the afternoon. But when they hit that floor into that disco period, I'm gonna tell you something. I said to Derek when the piece was over almost, I actually felt you took me back to that period. And for a moment, I even forgot that we're in the political climate we are today. It took me back to there, and it was a wonderful feeling in the theater. I think that's what the theater does for you. It takes you on a journey. And I actually went there. I was there with those people. It was a wonderful, wonderful feeling to have. So thank you for taking us through that.
Again, thank you for your support always.